How you doing today?
I'm fine.
I'm with Senior Life Services, and this call may be recorded for quality assurance purposes. And the reason for my call is that a little while back, you had spoke with one of our representatives or requested some information regarding our state-approved final expense burial programs, and you mentioned that your favorite color was pink. Does this ring a bell to you?
Yes, it does.
And you didn't say if you were married or single. It looks like you had only filled out the section.
I'm widowed.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, that's all right.
Were you originally applying for yourself or for someone else?
Myself.
Yourself, I got you. See, how long ago did your husband pass?
Oh, that was in 1996.
Oh, he passed really young.
Yeah, that's been a long time ago.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry to hear that. See here.
Thank you.
You were looking into $15,000 and you have your daughter down as your beneficiary. Would that still be what you wanted?
Yes, my daughter and my granddaughter.
Your daughter and granddaughter? Here, let me change that. I only had your daughter down.
Yeah, my daughter and her daughter.
Okay. See, what kind of work did you used to do?
I was a gospel singer.
A gospel singer? Was your husband a minister or?
No, that was before I met him.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's pretty cool. How long did you do that for?
Quite a few years.
Did you teach the class too? Like teach the rest of the choir?
No, but I taught Sunday school.
Oh, that's awesome. I know my kids. I've got 3 kids that are under the age of 18, and when we go to church, they love going to Sunday school.
I used to teach the senior high Sunday school.
The junior high Sunday school?
The senior high.
Gotcha. You just have the one daughter and the one granddaughter?
Well, I had another daughter, and she passed away in 2020. She died of organ failure.
The same thing that my brother just passed away, and my mom's been having a hard time of it here recently. But he had really bad diabetes and ended up catching COVID on top of that, and somehow between the COVID and the diabetes, it started making all of his organs fail on him.
Oh, wow.
How long ago did your daughter pass?
June of 2020.
Not too long ago.
No.
I know. But what was your way of kind of getting around it? Maybe I can help my mom out a little bit there.
I just trust the Lord.
I know that helps. Yeah, I know that helps. I know he's definitely watched out for me. I couldn't even tell you how many times. But last year, it was around this time of the year, actually.
What was it?
Yeah, a tornado had came through, and it was nighttime, so you couldn't see it. I heard it coming because they sound like a train, and it hit my backyard and then hopped my house and then touched back down inside of my driveway. So I know the Lord was watching out for me that night.
Wow,
me and my family.
That's awesome.
It totaled out my car, but I tell you, it did absolutely nothing to the house. We had to pull one of our neighbors' roofs off of our house, but as far as our house went, it was pretty good.
Oh, God was watching out for you.
For sure. But my youngest, he's 5, and he's autistic. He's really smart, but he has a little trouble communicating just because of the autism.
Mm-hmm.
And an Amber Alert was going off that night whenever that tornado came through, and now every time he hears that Amber Alert on my phone, he takes off to the bathroom. That's where we were at the time.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. He's Daddy's baby.
I bet.
Does your daughter and your granddaughter ever come out? Did y'all do anything for the holidays or anything like that?
Well, I don't see my daughter very often or my granddaughter.
Yeah, that would definitely.
So it's kind of rough. And my granddaughter is going to have a baby.
Aw. So you're going to be a great grandma.
So I'll be a great grandmother.
Are you excited?
Yes.
Yeah, I bet. Did she find out what she's having yet?
Not yet. It's a little too early to tell.
It's still too early. What are y'all hoping for? A girl?
A girl.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I know.
I like to dress them up real frilly, feminine.
Well, that's the only reason, of course I'm not with her now, but that's the only reason me and my ex even tried for another one, because we had the one girl and she really wanted a sister, and it ended up being another little brother. She got so upset. It happens though.
Yeah.
Out of your loved ones, if you were to pass, who do you think would be the person handling your final affairs for you? Probably both your daughter and your granddaughter?
Well, my granddaughter said she would like to be the one to do that.
To take care of the stuff? That's understandable. I did it for my grandma. I know, I definitely did it for my grandma. And
yeah, I don't know whether, she's going to have her hands full now.
Right, with the baby. She will, definitely. Yeah. Now, do you have a will in place?
Actually, I don't.
Everybody that gets a program through my company, you'll get a living will in the mail from Senior Life Services, and you just fill it out on, what you want the girls to have exactly, and then you take it to your bank and get it notarized, and that saves you the trouble of having to pay for a lawyer. And on the cheap end, paying for a lawyer to draw up a will for you, it's at around $700. So it saves you $700. Do you have any pets?
No, I don't.
Okay. Well, even if you knew anybody that had any pets, you'll get a prescription card in the mail that'll work on some of your prescriptions, and then it'll also work on veterinarian bills if you or anybody you know does have any pets.
I don't have to pay for my prescriptions.
Awesome. Hey, you can't beat that.
No.
You can't beat that. Good insurance.
Yes, indeed.
That's the thing. I love insurance. Like whenever the tornado came through, I had Allstate for my car insurance, and they paid it off within, I don't know, a week, which I didn't even know. I wasn't even for sure if they would cover damages like that, but they did. They still covered the tornado damage.
Well, that's great.
Now, just to make sure, are you able to make decisions on your own, or does someone help you make financial decisions?
No, I make them.
I figured. We just always have to ask everybody so we stay out of any kind of trouble. So if I was to find a program that fits all your needs, it's a decision you can definitely make on your own. Okay. Now, if I am able to help you, our state-approved programs, they do require that you have an existing relationship with a bank or credit union. And I don't need any personal information, but do you currently have an active checking or savings account?
I have a checking account.
Some of the companies that we work with, they'll let you send in money orders and checks, but most of them don't. Most of them require some kind of electronic, like e-check, because God forbid you did go to the hospital, you wouldn't be at any risk of your insurance lapsing at the worst possible time. Now, in order to move forward, I need to ask you a few questions, because one thing's for certain is that, everybody's situation is different. So what is good for your neighbor, it could be absolutely terrible for you. There's no one-size-fits-all way of selecting certain benefits. So it's not like I can mail you some magical brochure that has all the answers on it. Does that make sense?
Right.
Awesome. Now, do you currently have any life insurance or prepaid burial programs?
I had some life insurance with Mutual of Omaha.
Mutual of Omaha?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's a good company. It is a good company. You do still currently have it?
Yes.
Oh, okay, because we offer a free service called a policy review, just because sometimes people are on 2-year waiting periods and they don't know that they're on them. Unfortunately, a lot of times the agents won't tell people. And the worst one I ever did, a guy had a term policy for 17 years, and he thought it was a whole life the whole time. And then whenever I called and did that policy review, he found out that his insurance was getting ready to expire in 3 years. So I can definitely offer you, the insurance company would be closed right now, but I can definitely offer you a policy review on Monday. Now, whenever you were interested in this, were you just looking into adding to it, or for your daughter and your granddaughter?
Probably adding to it.
Adding to it. Okay. Here. How long have you had the Mutual of Omaha policy for?
I can't remember exactly now.
We wouldn't have to worry about a 2-year waiting period. It doesn't sound like you've had it for longer than 2 years.
About, I don't know, if I've had it quite 2 years.
Okay, yeah, we definitely do that. Find out on that policy review. So, God forbid, if you were to pass, would I be looking into a program to cover a funeral, a cremation, or are we just looking for extra money for your girls?
That's hard to say.
It's hard to say. So at least enough for
they'd probably want a funeral,
and then extra for the babies.
And then for the babies.
I say babies, but I know that they're not. They'll always be your babies, right?
Yes.
Even my 18-year-old, he's still my baby.
Yeah, my granddaughter's 20.
Your granddaughter's 20. What kind of
21, or is she 21?
Is she just going to be a stay-at-home mom, or is she working?
I don't know.
Right.
For sure.
Well, you guys live so far away. I'm sure they're hard to keep up with.
Yeah.
Now, does anyone live with you who relies on your income to help bills get paid?
I live by myself.
Oh, bless your heart. So you just do everything yourself, huh?
Yes, I'm in a wheelchair, though.
Aw. Like, are you confined to it?
Not completely. I have spine disease.
Oh, what is it? Like degenerative disc disease, or?
No, I have congenital spondylolisthesis.
Oh, bless.
It's from birth.
See, how long have you been dealing with that for?
All my life. I've had a lot of back surgery.
Have you? I could imagine. Do they help whenever you get them done?
Well, some, but I have a lot of pain.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on pain management.
But yeah,
Doctor has me on morphine, but it's really not helping.
Yeah, especially once you build a tolerance to it, it's like, of course it takes a little while, but if you've been on them for a little while, your body starts to build up a tolerance to that kind of stuff, and your doctor will have to go in and up it every so often,
So it's not a very high dose.
Mm-hmm.
15 milligrams.
Yeah, 15. I know. I don't know exactly what milligrams like the highest they go to, because not very many people get prescribed that kind of stuff these days. But
right.
I remember like my grandpa, he would get, they were either 30s or 40s, so I do know they go higher than 15s. But
it's not a very high dose.
But that's exactly what it's there for, is if, you have the issues exactly like you got. Some people...
Yeah, I used to be on better pain management than that.
Mm-hmm.
I used to be on OxyContin and Dilaudid.
Right.
And I didn't have to be in the wheelchair.
Well, one thing about this line of work is, I always have to ask people's prescriptions to see which kind of coverage they can get. And I can tell you, not very many people are prescribed opiates these days. Like, they're hard to get.
Right. Oh, I know that.
So you have to have something like, you have to be in a lot of pain in order to get them, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
I know. I'm sorry that you had to deal with all that. Is that why you retired? Because all of your back issues?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I know. Like usually on the low end, we can find something that would cover a funeral, and leave a little bit of extra money behind, anywhere between $50 to $100 a month. Does that sound like something you could do without taking any food off the table?
Probably so.
Yeah, usually we can. And of course, if most of our programs, they go to $50,000, so we can definitely get you more than that, but just usually to cover the basis, usually on the low end, it's like 50 to 100. Now, I know you had mentioned your wheelchair. You're not confined to it. You just use it sometimes.
I use it when I'm outside of my apartment.
Mm-hmm. But you can actually walk and stuff.
I can walk around my apartment.
Okay. Yeah,
but if I have to go outside of my apartment, I rely on the wheelchair. I have a manual one and I have an electric one.
Really? Do you have anybody that helps you?
No.
Really? Bless your heart.
No, I'm an orphan.
I know that's rough. You don't have any kind of like nurses' aides or home health care or anything like that?
No, they're thinking about getting me some help.
Yeah, it sounds like you need it. You just haven't quite gotten to that point yet, huh?
Yeah, I kind of need some help. I'm trying to pace myself today with cleaning.
Hey, good for you though. You're still getting up and getting around. It seems like so.
I'm trying.
You just have to use the wheelchair like for the long walks, for like when you're going shopping and stuff like that. It sounds like.
Yeah, I have to use the electric carts in the store.
Well, I mean, I would imagine having all the back issues and having all the pain, that would definitely be a good reason to use one of those.
Yes. So, thank goodness they have those in the store nowadays.
Before I started doing this work, I used to manage a grocery store, and I would always have to kick kids off of those things so I can give them to someone that actually need them. I'd always see people waiting for the electric carts and walk the store, and there's a kid in there riding one around that didn't even need to be in one.
Oh no.
Have you ever had that happen?
Yeah, I know. I've seen people who really didn't need them using them.
Yeah, taking them from people that actually do need them. No, I definitely, I don't know, just the morals of some people. So if I can find a program that would cover a funeral and then leave your girls with some extra money, do you feel like this type of program could be the answer that you're looking for?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Now, I just want to reiterate that we do help families in a pinch all the time, and we are always able to give a good answer. Now, there's a very good chance that I will probably find something that you will like, because I do have the opportunity to be able to look around and compare most of all programs when most people don't. And our goal as a company is to solve the problem, not let it continue or linger on and risk the worst from happening, because that's not why I'm on the phone with you. We're here to help solve the issue. Would there be any reason that would be preventing me from helping you qualify for anything that I'm able to find that will probably be your best option?
I can't think of any reasons why not.
Okay. Now let me ask you, if I am able to find a good answer today, how soon were you wanting to actually take care of something like this in your life in general?
Probably next month.
Next month? Because we could definitely see if we can get you approved today. And is it just a payment that you're worried about?
Yes.
Yeah, we can always see if we can get you approved today and then push your payment out to whenever you get your Social Security disability. Most of our companies, they'll coincide with your Social Security, so you wouldn't have to worry about that. What day of the month do you normally get yours on?
I think it's on the third or fourth.
The third or fourth? The third or fourth Wednesday, or just the third or fourth?
The third or fourth.
Okay.
Of the month.
It probably just depends on when, like what day that falls on, whether it's on a Saturday or on a Sunday. Always do that.
I think it's on the third.
The third, yeah, that's when a lot of my clients actually get it. Then now let me ask you a few health questions to identify which company would be the best match for you. What medications are you currently prescribed? I've got some morphine so far.
Oh, well, I have quite a list.
Yeah, what? I'm sorry.
I have quite a list of medications.
Hey, it'll make it easier for you. I can work around it just as long as you know like what they're prescribed to you for. Then I
can't remember some of them, what they're for.
Okay.
Because it doesn't say.
Right, what they're for.
I have a box that they come in, and it doesn't say what it's for.
Oh, okay, like they send them to you?
Yes, it has the name of it and the milligrams and how many times a day.
To take it, I gotcha. Now, I can work around this. Probably. Do you know like what you've been diagnosed with?
I have asthma.
Asthma? Okay. So you've got a albuterol inhaler more than likely.
Yes.
Okay, albuterol. Okay, anything else?
I have aripiprazole.
What is it called?
Aripiprazole or Abilify.
Abilify. Gotcha.
15 milligram tablet.
Okay.
Once daily. Then I have buspirone.
Buspirone for depression or anxiety?
Both.
Both.
for 15
Yeah, a lot of times
milligrams.
they go hand in hand.
15 milligram tablet 3 times a day.
So the Abilify, is it for depression,
We're still on
schizophrenia?
Abilify.
No. I'm just trying to fill this in. Is it for schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, or
No.
depression?
It's for depression.
Depression? Okay. See, depression. Gotcha.
Then we have buspirone, 15 milligram tablets,
Got that one.
3 times a day. Then we have Eliquis, 5
Eliquis.
milligram tablet every 12 hours.
Was that, have you had a stroke in the past?
No, but I had embolisms in both my lungs.
Ooh, bless your heart. How long ago did you have that?
It was a couple of years ago.
A couple of years ago. Are they taken care of now?
Yeah, but
Okay.
they keep me on the Eliquis.
Just to be on the
To be
safe
safe.
side. Yeah, it's a preventative. Gotcha.
Yeah, I haven't had any more issues.
The good.
Okay. Famotidine, 40 milligram tablet.
What did you say it's called?
Famotidine.
Famotidine.
Famotidine starts with an F.
Oh, F. Famotidine.
Yeah, like Frank.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Once daily.
What do you normally cook for dinner? Do you just do easy stuff or?
Oh, once in a while I'll make like fried chicken or something.
Like to cook? Yeah.
But sometimes I don't feel like it.
Yeah, that's how I am too. I used to really love to cook, but now I just kind of.
Well, since I'm by myself, you know, it's a lot of trouble to make a big dinner for one person.
It is. It really is. Like I have 50-50 custody of my kids, so when they're with me, I'll cook, and then usually when I'm by myself, it's just like sandwiches or something easy. Because it really is, and I'm sure you're probably like me. I've got a bad habit of cooking way too much food because I'm used to cooking for the whole family, and when I'm by myself, I end up wasting a lot of food.
Yeah, I get this Meals on Wheels too.
Oh, those are pretty good. Is it like the?
Yeah, sometimes I'll save them for dinner.
I know my grandma and grandpa. I don't know if there's anything like that out where you are, but it was a program ran from a church. Every day for lunch and dinner, they would bring them already made food, and they would cook different stuff every day.
Oh, that's nice.
I don't wonder if there's anything like that around you.
No, I just get the one meal a day, except on the weekends.
Gotcha.
Meals on Wheels.
All right. You taking any other medications? I've got 6 so far.
Fluoxetine.
Duloxetine, okay.
Fluoxetine, 40 milligram capsule.
With a D, duloxetine?
No, fluoxetine.
Fluoxetine, okay. That's a number.
I've had that before.
I have too.
Gabapentin.
Another anxiety. Gabapentin.
Yeah. Gabapentin, 300 milligram capsule 3 times a day.
Is that for your back, for your nerves in your back? See, for back pain.
And in my knees.
Gabapentin works. Do you have any kind of, do you have diabetes?
No, I was misdiagnosed with that a couple of years ago, but I don't have diabetes.
So whenever the insurance company runs you, is it going to come up that you're a diabetic or not a diabetic? Because even if your doctor messed up and he did put in that you're diabetic, I'll have to treat it as if you were a diabetic, which is fine. I still have programs for you. I would just
but I'm not diabetic.
Yeah, no, I definitely understand that.
Next is levothyroxine.
Levothyroxine for your thyroid.
Yes.
Okay.
75 microgram tablet.
Okay, I've got it.
Then losartan, 25 milligram tablet.
Losartan. And the fluoxetine, do you get that for depression, for obsessive compulsive disorder, for
which one?
Depression or OCD? The fluoxetine, probably another depression.
Fluoxetine?
No, the fluoxetine.
Fluoxetine?
Yeah, fluoxetine. Sorry, I was saying it wrong.
Yeah.
Another depression. Okay.
It's depression, yeah.
So we always have to ask because lots of these medications, they can serve like 2 or 3 different
Yeah,
treatments.
they have different reasons for them.
You have to watch them sometimes though. Like sometimes it kind of cracks me up because the like some of the side effects of them are worse than what they actually.
Right.
You know, see the losartan, is that for high blood pressure or is it for enlarged heart or kidney disease?
No, it's for the high blood pressure, I guess.
Okay.
But I don't have high blood pressure now.
Yeah, that's good. You must have like lost a bunch of weight, huh?
Well, I did lose some weight.
Nice. Good for you.
A omeprazole DR 40 milligram capsule.
Omeprazole.
Omeprazole.
Okay. Does that start with an E?
No, O.
Oh, that's why I'm not trying to. Oh, that's just a heartburn. Okay.
Yeah, I have a huge hiatal hernia.
Are they talking about operating on it?
No, I haven't pursued that.
All right.
Next, I've got simvastatin, 40 milligram tablet.
Okay.
Once at bedtime. Then I have topiramate, 50 milligram tablet.
Okay, how do I spell
twice
that one?
Daily.
Topiramate.
Topiramate.
Okay, I've got it. Do you know what that one's prescribed to you for?
Topamax for my headache.
Headaches. Do you ever have to go get shots done? Like, go get the shot to stop your... Is it migraines that you have?
I used to think so. I don't get them like I used to.
Good.
But they had me on different things for my headache. But they seem to be under control now.
Good. Are you prescribed any metformin or any insulin?
I used to be on metformin.
Oh, okay. And your doctor has recently taken you off of it?
No, I haven't been on it for a long time.
Gotcha.
The next one is trazodone, 100 milligram tablet.
Okay.
Once at bedtime.
Yeah, those will knock you out. I used to be on that stuff, and I had to stop taking it because every time I took it, I would wake up feeling drunk. Does it do that to you?
Feeling drunk.
Yeah, I would always wake up feeling drunk, and my doctor's like, it shouldn't make you feel like that. Like, well, it does.
The next one is Linzep. 290 microgram capsules.
Okay. Do you know what that one's prescribed to you for?
Constipation.
Gotcha. How's that one spelled?
Linzess. Then I have an inhaler called Dulera, Dulera, 200 micrograms / 5 micrograms.
Have you ever been diagnosed with COPD or anything like that?
Yes.
You haven't? Okay, got it down. How long have you had that for?
Years.
About 5 years.
No, more than that.
Or more than that. Gotcha.
I was just saying years.
Are you on any kind of oxygen or anything, or are the inhalers?
Yes, I am.
You are on oxygen, okay?
Yes, at night.
Gotcha.
Now I have albuterol sulfate inhalation solution 0.083%.
Okay, got it.
Okay. And I have albuterol sulfate HFA inhalation aerosol.
Okay, got it.
That's all in like.
Is that it? Is that all of them?
And I have fluticasone propionate nasal spray.
Okay.
USP.
Got it. Yeah. How many times have you been hospitalized in the last 2 years? Like overnight stays?
Well, I spent a week in the hospital a couple months ago.
Was it the one time in the past 2 years?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. The company I'm looking into for you, it's like one of the main things that they look at. One time hospitalized. What was going on with you?
Well, it was a behavioral health.
Oh, gotcha. So it was...
The last prescription I have is my morphine.
The morphine, I've got that one down.
Oh, okay.
Let's see here. Let me look up their health question.
Oh, no, it's not. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
I have my Trelegy Ellipta.
The Trilogy.
It's an inhaler.
Yeah, let me put that down there. Trilogy. Okay, I've got it.
Okay. I think that should take care of everything.
All right. Let me look to see here right here. I'm just reading the health questions. Have you ever been diagnosed by a member of the medical profession or taken medication for a mental disorder, disorder of the brain or nervous system, systemic lupus, Alzheimer's disease, dementia, brain disease, organic brain syndrome, Lou Gehrig's disease, Huntington's disease, muscular dystrophy, cystic fibrosis, pulmonary fibrosis, or multiple myeloma?
No, but I've had psych meds before.
What is it?
I've had psych meds before, for depression.
Right, yeah, no, they're not asking about that stuff. Let's see, they're just asking about like schizophrenia and stuff like that.
No.
Okay. Couple more questions for you. See, are you currently hospitalized, confined to a nursing facility, a bed, or a wheelchair? You said you're not confined, right?
Not confined to it.
Yeah, that's why
I use it because it's painful for me to try to walk.
Kind of like a walker. Like, do you use a walker sometimes too?
I don't use a walker. I just use the wheelchair.
But you're not confined, so that's all that matters. Now, are you receiving hospice care or home health care or had an amputation caused by disease, or do you currently have any forms of cancer?
No.
Okay. Have you had or been medically advised to have an organ transplant or kidney dialysis, or have you been medically diagnosed with having congestive heart failure? No.
No.
Okay. I already asked you that other stuff. See, no HIV or AIDS, correct?
No.
Okay, and I'll skip this one because I already know the answer to this one. Have you ever been diagnosed with neuropathy?
Yes, I have neuropathy down my left leg.
Gotcha. Bless your heart. I know my brother had neuropathy and it was rough. Hey, he didn't have insurance at the time either. And, my doctor, he prescribed me that gabapentin because I've got back issues as well. And I would always just, help him out because he didn't have insurance, and he said that gabapentin worked really good on it.
Really?
Does the gabapentin help with your neuropathy?
I guess it does somewhat, because if I didn't take it, I would know the difference.
Yeah. See, have you ever been medically diagnosed, treated, or taken medication for renal insufficiency, kidney failure, chronic kidney disease, or more than one occurrence of cancer in your lifetime?
No.
Okay. Didn't know. See, within the past 2 years, have you had any diagnostic testing, excluding test-related immunodeficiency virus, HIV, surgery, or hospitalization advised by a medical professional which has not been completed?
No.
Okay. I know these questions are so long-winded, huh?
I bet you get tired of doing them.
I mean, nah, not really. I actually love this job. Before I did this, I used to work at a grocery store, and that, I was getting nowhere with it. So it was it was okay when it was a family-run business, but then I started having all the back issues. And the family-owned business, when they were a family-owned business, they kind of worked around that, but then they ended up selling it to a big corporation, which didn't really cut me any slack. So it was time to get out of there.
Yeah.
See, I'm just kind of going through and answering some of these questions that I pretty much already answered. Have you ever had any heart attacks or aneurysms?
No.
Or any heart, brain, or circulatory surgeries, like stents?
No.
Okay. Have you ever been or used illegal drugs, abused alcohol or drugs, had or been recommended by a medical professional to have treatment or counseling for alcohol or drug use, or been advised to discontinue use of alcohol or drugs?
No.
Okay. All right. I think I have everything answered that I need, because I'll be your agent. So anything that you needed, you just message me. Or does your phone do any kind of texting?
I guess it does.
Right. You just don't use it much. I hear you.
Yeah.
See, you are 71 years young, correct? 71?
Yeah, I don't feel like it though.
Nah, I can definitely hear you on that one.
I'm 19. I'm not 70.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, you sound like it. Okay, I did find a match for you. Now, this is a whole life policy. Do you know what whole life means?
Yes. I
Okay.
wouldn't deal with
anything
term
else.
life.
Yeah. The worst, I felt so bad, but the guy, I did one of those policy reviews I was telling you about, and he had a policy for 17 years that he thought was a whole life. And then when I called and did that, and it was just term. I felt so bad for him.
Oh no.
I ended up getting him a whole life, but still, like he pretty much lost his money and they won't give you terms unless they know you're going to outlive the term too. So you're really just only covered if some kind of accident happens, which, accidents happen, but still.
Okay.
So your premiums, they're going to stay the same. They're never going to go up, and the company can never cancel your coverage. Now, this one's huge because a lot of programs don't have this. So this features a terminal illness benefit. And what this means is if you were to ever go into your doctor's and your doctor says that you're terminally ill, Citizens is going to pay you the money while you're still alive. So you can really use it to do whatever. If you want to go on vacation or go see your girls, out of state, you can use the money for that if you wanted. And then this one's huge, especially, with having COPD and being on oxygen and neuropathy and, having the health problems that you have. This has a day one benefit. So this policy, it kicks in the day that you make your first payment. If I can get you qualified, meaning it doesn't have any of those 2-year waiting requirements. It has accidental death. So the highest that you qualify for is for $10,000. If you were to pass away from anything other than natural causes, it would double to $20,000 for your girls. So out of everything that I covered, which of those do you feel is most important to you? It's pretty good, and I really like the day one benefit. Like I got my mom this program. They qualified her for day one benefit, and she has congestive heart failure. She has aneurysms. She's got a lot. She has COPD, and she has a lot going on, and I still got her day one coverage. Pretty much the only thing they ask is if you've been hospitalized 2 or more times. It's like one of the big ones that they care about. And then they're the only company that I have that'll qualify you for day one coverage with oxygen. So that day one coverage.
I haven't even been using my oxygen.
Yeah, I hear
my nose piece broke.
My grandpa had oxygen, and those would actually rub his nose raw. I felt bad for him. Does it ever do that to you?
No, I haven't had any problem like that.
Good.
It's just that the nose piece broke, and I need to get it replaced.
Will they? Is there a delivery company that would deliver that kind of stuff? Do they drop off your oxygen?
What was that?
Do they drop off your oxygen at your house for you?
Well, I have a concentrator tank.
Oh, okay. Yeah, those are pretty cool, and you can take it anywhere. Right down 10,000 and 5,000. Those are the two options that I'm going to give you right now, and we can always give you anything in between as well. Now, the $10,000 option here would be enough to, pay for a funeral and then leave your girls with a little bit of extra money, and that one's $90 a month. And then I have a $5,000 option here, which would be enough to cover, about half of a funeral, and that would be $47 a month. So out of those,
the 5,000 is 47.
And the 10,000 is 90. So which of those options are you kind of leaning more towards? The 10, because the 10 would cover. That would be the one I would suggest, because it would cover a whole funeral, and you'd get that day one coverage. Like with the Mutual of Omaha, a lot of times they will have you on a 2-year wait period, where it's a 2-year return of premium. And at least if you got this day one coverage for enough to cover a funeral and leave your girls with a little bit of extra money, you know that they're taken care of. You know that they won't have to worry about anything.
Okay. All right.
So to try to get you approved for the 10,000.
All right.
Okay. Let's see. Let me just gather some information for the application. I'm putting in which company I'm going with and stuff here. This policy is approved, and God forbid you were to pass. However we spell their names here is what the checks are going to be made out to.